So I was on a road trip recently up to the Leelanau area in Michigan, and on the way home from it, when I wasn't even filming, a couple of things happened to me, and I think it's a separate video, it's a separate conversation. It didn't really fit in with the theme of what I was doing. What I was doing, which is another video coming soon, was taking a day trip up to M22, which is Michigan's most famous motorcycle road. But on my way home, I was just going down the highway, and two different times I came across a pair of motorcycles that just caught my eye, like just caused me to want to say hello. But these were just different. It was like, whoa, what is that? First I have to see what it is. I want to see what exactly that is. And then I want to see, how this came to be, because I've heard about what I saw, but I couldn't believe my eyes. Like, how do you have these, right? And so I'll give you a little background here. First one, I'm southbound, and coming northbound were two, basically they look brand new, Honda Trail 125s. If you're not familiar with the Honda Trail 125, it looks just like a Trail 90 or a Trail 110 from the 70s or 80s. And so 2021 was it, showed up, and the Trail 125 with all the vintage, the look and feel, the steel fenders, the same paint scheme, modern bike with ABS and fuel injection and pretty much the Grom motor with an automatic clutch, centrifugal clutch. But the whole thing looked Trail 90, Trail 110, like you just lifted it from history. So you would think, like, yeah, this isn't something that's not a serious motorcycle. Nobody's going to travel on it or whatever. You would think that until I saw this. All right, I'm here. I'm north of Mesick, trying to find something to eat. I'm just cruising along on 37 southbound, hauling the mail, and these two red bikes go by me. They were hauling the mail uphill, no less. Hilarious. And what are they? Two brand new Honda CT 125s, Trail 125s. It was Rod and Kim, and they're cruising along. Where are you guys going?
Up past Kalkaska to some friends.
Yeah, and you're all the way out of Twin Lakes?
Twin Lake, yeah.
Have you been on the road for more than one day?
Yeah, that's when we got our camping gear.
You got your camping gear, all right. And apparently they sell these bikes now, you could just get one. I didn't know that. I thought they were super rare, hard to get, but anyway.
Yeah,
so happy to see this. And your guys are on M37, which is also a surprise.
Yeah, it's the only straight line.
All right. So after I, had a nice meet and greet with these two fine folks with their almost brand new Trail 125s, they were headed on basically a 4-day journey through Michigan and camping the whole way through. So that was, that's an epic adventure. I'm happy to hear that their spirit is alive, because that's a big undertaking to get out on a bike so small and try to travel hours and hours and hours and let the bike do all the work. That's a really cool story. So I'm still headed south, and I think I was a little bit south of Baldwin on M37, and I see in the distance, coming out of Baldwin to the south, I see two motorcycles riding together staggered. And as I got closer, I was like, what is this motorcycle that I'm looking, what are these? They look to be identical motorcycles. But as I got close enough, I could see that the seats, the saddles, were on springs, right? And I'm thinking, like, what motorcycle can I think of right now that has springs under the seat that's visible? So I'm thinking, like, Royal Enfield, like, do they have? I don't think so. The Himalayan doesn't have that. Like, so my thought is vintage, but these bikes look like new. Like these two people are riding these brand new machines. What are they? So I was able to catch up to him and like wave to him and unawkwardly indicate that I would like to have a chat with him. I don't know how you do that, but I was like, hey, you know, pull over. And they're like, yay, we'd love to, because obviously you'd like to see our motorcycles. So anyway, it was two twin brothers from southern Michigan, and they'd been up north goofing around on their two motorcycles, and they were not vintage motorcycles. They were brand new, and they looked, I don't know, 70 years old. They were Janus, right? The new Janus motorcycles from Indiana. I think it's Halcyon. You pronounce it Halcyon. If I'm wrong, I mean, just put in the comments, type it out like how I'm supposed to say that. But I think it's Halcyon, and then the engines are 450s. And the 450s, they're a brand new model. They've had, they started, of course, with a 50, basically a moped that they made a frame for, made a bike out of. And then the 250s, they've had quite a bit of luck with their 250s. But their 450s, it's like, now it's kind of like highway capable, right? It's like the first Janus that really will go 55, 60 comfortably instead of absolutely wound out. So it's exciting, to see it. It's an exciting step for Janus. And if you're an enthusiast, like, you just want to see all the motorcycles. I want to see success for everyone. So we get to chatting, and I filmed it, and I'll show you the clip in a minute. But yeah, if you're trying to find, like, what should I do, if you want to have that niche, there's options now, modern, from Janus, Honda even, there's some of these cool machines that look retro and have a lot of the features and charm of a retro machine with modern conveniences. You get anti-lock brakes in some cases. You get fuel injection in some cases. You get more reliable power. You get a bike that passes emissions in most states, I believe. Anyway, yeah, check out this clip from these guys with their Januses. So we're just going to have to record this. All right, Mike here again. This is Dan, and this is
Andy
in the sun here. I'm riding along. I'm 37, just south of Baldwin, right? I'm just cruising with Dan and Andy here. I caught up to them out of Baldwin, and I noticed these two bikes they're riding are like as identical as they are, twins. And I saw the seat was bouncing. I'm like, what is going on with the seat bouncing? Like, who rides a, like a soft seat? And I had a hunch. I pulled up next to him, and look at this. Just wait till you see this. The brand new Janus Halcyon 450s. Look at two of them. We got the 120 and the 121 serial number. Look at this. Look at how beautiful they are. Look at the detail. I'll get here. Screw this. Look at the sun. Look at this now. People are gonna believe. No one has these.
Oh, man.
These guys.
Not yet. They're up to about 170, is it? 180? 160.
Well, 120 people have them, I guess.
Yeah.
Right?
I think they're up to 170, 180 now. Yeah.
All right. Look at midnight up here, like. Yep. It's not so fancy anymore, is it?
Yeah, it is. It's a
Oh
little
my
fast.
goodness.
Yours is faster.
All right, well, I'm going to let these guys go because all three of us at this point are running against the sun to get back to our hometowns. But super fun to meet you guys.
Good to meet you,
And
too.
behave yourselves on these mean machines. And we'll see you soon.